Hello and good morning. It's probably okay. And I'm Jason. We're here to play a Masks RPG that we've titled "Return to the Spiderverse," based on Into the Spider-Verse, the movie about Miles Morales. Our Miles Morales, Abria Iyengar, is not here with us this morning as she is on other adventures, but will return next week. However, I am joined by the fine people here on the screen with me. So, let's go this way. Michelle, who are you? What are you doing here?
Who am I? What am I doing here? My name is Michelle Otis, and I am playing Anya Corazon, and I'm using the Beacon playbook.
Cool. Joey?
Hey guys, I'm Joey. I am playing Preston Parker, aka Arachnid, the son of Sweatpants Spider-Man and Mary Jane, and I am playing the Protege playbook.
And Eric.
Hi everyone, I'm Eric and I'm playing Peter Parker, your friendly neighborhood man spider, the horrible transformed character.
Adam.
Hello everybody, I am Adam and I am playing the superior spider octopus, Cecil Octavius Connor, from another dimension, and I am playing the brain playbook.
Excellent.
I have tentacles.
All right. So, a couple things real quick too. In the chat, if you want to use exclamation point learn, I'll do one first. There's a bunch of stuff in there you can check out for Black Lives Matter. Learn about Juneteenth. Juneteenth was last week. Well, I guess I could look at a calendar and know for sure.
It was, yeah.
It was.
It's important to know about it. It's important to look up the history of Pride Month and how it was started by a black trans woman and folks throwing bricks because bricks needed to be thrown. And
a black lesbian.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And a black lesbian.
Yes.
And the people who killed Breonna have not been arrested yet. So there's also something there you can look up and folks to call and people to email and help out and participate in that. So we can make it better. We can work on this. And this is the intro to our game. Let's do this one last time. This is the one and only Return to the Spider-Verse. The story so far is that 4 other Spider-Folk have crossed worlds and met Miles Morales in his dimension just a few months after he stopped Kingpin from turning the world inside out. The visitors aren't glitching, but they also don't know how to get home. They've joined Miles at Vision Academy at Aunt May's and on the front line of fighting crime as the 5 and only friendly neighborhood spider them. Last time they went to visit the they were following up on a meeting for Anya, which was supposed to be with either the Spider Society or the Sisterhood of the Wasp, both of which are adequate tongue twisters, let alone trying to say that all together. And when they got to the warehouse in question, it turned out everyone inside was webbed up and dangling from the ceiling. Not dead, but thoroughly knocked out. And the building, let's see, it was Cecil, I think, untrapped the doors. Or was it Anya?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We untrapped the
No,
doors.
it's Cecil with my superior intellect.
Right. Oh, that's right. We found the Wi-Fi code for the bombs and hacked that. Got in there, let the folks down from their dangle pods, and it took them out to where an ambulance would be able to find them. And in the meantime, our friendly neighborhood man spider was noticing a like sniper laser type thing in his vicinity, and rather than running for cover, chased the sniper laser. So a dust up ensued, and the fight. Oh, hey, thank you for the host. Oh, Blue Troller, what's going on?
Yay!
Aww.
That's dangle pods. Yes, tasty karma. That's a word now. The and the fight on the crane was very exciting and cinematic, and the outcome was secretly it was other Anya. Well, Anya Prime technically, because she lives here, and other Anya is more of a Nanya here. Well,
I think she's the Nanya.
It's either Nanya or Afia.
Mhm.
Off. Oh, I kind of like Afia. Anya and Afia.
Oh, boo.
No. That's good.
Oh, I am.
I rolled for it. It was not.
Unreasonably.
It was definitely a
proud of
6
myself.
minus.
However, that episode wound down with Anya of this world claiming that she's been framed by, I think it was Spider Society, but she is also claiming that the Sisterhood of the Traveling Wasp is equally bad, and she's sort of caught in between them. So that's kind of where we left things. My thinking is we could fast forward to school the next. It's like 3 a.m. when you all met up with at the docks in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So, does anybody need to do something in that scene at the customs port?
I think
No,
we
we
were
were gonna take her somewhere, right?
Were we still trying to decide if we were going to hear her out or if we were going to take her to Avenger Tower?
No, we got past that decision.
Did we? Okay, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember exactly.
Yeah. Decided to hear her out, and then decided we're gonna help her out with this. I believe is what you all were saying. Hold on.
Yeah.
So, if we have any immediate conversation stuff we want to wrap up, Miles seems strangely distracted and quiet. It's unusual, but that's just this place that he's in with one of his best friends and one of his other good friends. Is this is very confusing. And so if there are any sort of immediate questions, otherwise Anya of this world is sort of it's gonna want to meet up with you, and now that she knows that you can be helpful to her, she's gonna try to continue this. But it's also, you have this sort of 3 a.m. problem and class tomorrow. And just a recap of your day on, I think it was it was Thursday. We went on a field trip all the way out to Van Dyne Labs. That afternoon turned into a whole thing because Spider Society broke into the labs, tried to steal a miniature arc reactor, were foiled thoroughly by your efforts and then by the efforts of the Avengers, who swooped in and took credit for everything. And
when we did nothing wrong either, it went perfectly.
I'm gonna have to check the records on that one, Cecil.
You don't need to check the records.
It is all on camera. But the that day turned into an evening where we were gonna, meet with the Avengers. I think they had you come back at midnight or something. Mm-hmm. In between that time, Anya and Preston? No. Who did you do your computer research with when your computer blew up, Anya?
With Cecil.
Oh, Cecil, right. So Anya and Cecil tried to look up this world's Anya, and her computer caught on fire. A couple different computers caught on fire. You are currently temporarily banned from the library because that was yesterday. At midnight Thursday, we went to Avengers Tower. We all got to meet some Avengers, and each of you kind of have an individual Avenger mentor type thing. Not necessarily the like official mentor type thing in the Masks rule book, but just as a role-playing point. And after that, we all went with our Anya to go to this Sisterhood of the Wasp meeting, alleged Sisterhood of the Wasp meeting, and instead found a bunch of what looks like Spider Society folk in noted dangopods. So,
mid-ritual, by the way.
yes, yeah, an interrupted ritual. That is so the aspects of that ritual could be researched. I'm sure you all have pictures of what was going on in there. We didn't really have time to sit and think about it because a lot happened all at once. The conversation with Anya of this world could continue. Happy to stay there and keep that going. But it is, let's say, 3:30 a.m. Friday morning. You have class today. And it might be a rough day. So what do you want to do?
That's a really good question. So did we what did we do with Afia? Did we
Well, nothing. She made her case that she needs help. She's claiming that the Sisterhood of the Wasp and the Spider Society are working against each other, but they're both bad, and they're one or both of them is framing her as a villain. And so all these stories about her being a horrible villain have been allegedly concocted.
Yeah. Okay. So we didn't take her anywhere. We're letting her go free, or I'm just wondering if we need to do anything about that.
Where are we gonna take her? She's gonna stay
Avenger Tower. Let the Avengers deal with her.
But she's not a villain, and they think she is.
Well, then she can explain that to them, and maybe they can help her. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Anya, but it seemed like Doctor Strange was kind of in favor of the Sisterhood of the Wasp, right?
He didn't seem either way. He just said that I hadn't met them yet here. That's all he said. So I honestly am as in the dark as you guys are regarding that. I mean, I can ask him. I'm sure I have some way to communicate with him directly.
Oh yeah, I mean you have email or something.
Okay. Something not so magical.
Yeah. So Adam remembers this. I don't know if Cecil and any of the others were informed of this, but Adam remembers that Doctor Strange specifically said you haven't met us yet when you mentioned the Sisterhood of the Wasp.
Am
I incorrect in that?
I thought it was them, not us.
Yeah, I think it was them.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I thought he said you haven't met us yet, indicating that he was part of the Sisterhood of the Wasp.
No. If I did say that, I misspoke. I did not mean to imply that he was making a membership known.
Gotcha.
He's the Sorcerer Supreme.
Gotcha.
And
Withdrawn then.
He is part of the Magical Society of Sorcerers. I don't actually know if Marvel is that like an organization in Marvel?
I think it's kind of, but the idea is that Doctor Strange is beyond our concepts of like why would he join a society when he is master of the arcane and like ruler, like defender of the multiverse.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
He's got shit to do.
Yeah.
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 Also, I realized if, well, I guess just Doctor Strange. It was Benedict Wong was the like regular human Doctor Strange. His last name is Strange, which is that was one of my favorite parts in Avengers, where Doctor Strange introduces himself to Spider-Man, and he's like, "Oh, we're using our made-up names. Okay."
It was so good.
Um,
So good.
Story Girl, thank you for the subscription. That is very much appreciated. We love that you're here, and we love that everyone's here. Thank you. Except Dave, who has just showed up in the chat. You know what you did, and you are not welcome here.
Just gonna sip this tea.
Untrue. Dave finally caught up.
I know, Dave. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome, Dave.
So anyway,
Okay. So
I'm gonna
So
I'm gonna help put it into this because Anya of this world, OTW, Anya OTW, says I'm not gonna go with you to the Avengers. I don't know who there I could trust. I've been doing this by myself for a long time, and I'm willing to work with Miles. And Anya, I feel like I can trust you, but I need to work this out because you've had a different experience than I have. And can we just meet up later and figure something out?
I know he's not here, but I look to Miles for a cue.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of take a step back and let Miles and Anya make this decision because this isn't my call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say okay, but I'm not terribly happy about it. And I'm still gonna email Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so weird. Email Doctor Strange. But I'm gonna email Doctor Strange like when I get home.
dr.strange@gmail.com.
He still has a Hotmail account.
Yeah. What about you? Of course he does. No,
Master of the Arcane, so he still has a Hotmail.
CompuServe. What about Peter Parker?
I mean, Peter is kind of like always out of his element with this stuff, and also still feels guilty about something. I don't remember what, but definitely probably showing off that he's a giant big old monster.
Oh yeah, that does seem to get under his skin. Okay, so I'm pretty certain Miles was making the case for not going to the Avengers,
right?
So we'll make that call, and we will move forward from there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anya
Okay.
takes off. With her own like sort of handmade web shooters, and off she goes. Or no, that's Anya. You have natural webs, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think this one does too. In some of the comics, she makes or actually just uses grappling hooks, which is pretty badass too. But man, when I was a kid, I wanted a Batman, grapple gun so bad. That was
God, yeah.
number one item.
Right.
And thank you, Nightshade. Yes, Miles was freaked out about how Peter got him out of the webbing during the fight, and that was a little like weird and creepy.
Yeah, I was like, I'll get you.
Yep, perfect. That was perfect. So let's skip ahead a few hours, shall we? Okay.
It lasts only a few hours.
Yep.
Well, I know one thing I'm not doing, and that's showing up to teach Liv's class for her.
Yeah.
What a rebel.
Yeah.
Stick it to her.
It's gonna be real awkward because I'm in that class.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I did at the beginning of last episode. I had an advance where I someone permanently lost influence over me, and it was Liv.
I recall.
Oh yeah. Oh, I needed to say that on screen. Oh, and and a few seconds ago, I was like, "Ooh, I have an advance to take, and I haven't taken it yet," and that's not true. I did take it. So, yeah. Oh, I have a note to say that on screen. Yeah. So someone permanently loses influence over me, and I add +1 to a label, which of course I added it to my superior because now I know better, and and the evidence is overwhelming now, and I don't care if I disappoint Liv because she is an evil villain, and I am going to I'm so I actually instead of showing up to teach her class, I go to the principal's office and tell him that I've been teaching her class and she doesn't show up, and if he wants to and he should he or she or they should go and I don't remember if we established a principal.
I don't think we have.
They could probably go to that class right now.
Quick, find the most obscure Marvel hero and make them principal.
Uh-huh.
The calculator.
Now all I can think of is the dog from My Hero Academia. Which, I think he's a dog.
It could be if I don't know that show, but it could be Cosmo, the Russian cosmonaut dog from Guardians of the Galaxy. The psychic dog.
Yeah, that'd be funny. No. We'll come up with that. Let's see. Let's have.
Well, what if the principal is our Stan Lee cameo?
I don't like Stan Lee having that much responsibility. Stan Lee is a solid janitor choice, I think.
That's fair.
Right.
Okay. Well, we will. Well, right now, we just see the back of the principal's chair as Cecil comes in.
Ooh, season 2 villain principal confirmed.
And the door opens. You come in. They're sitting behind their strangely large mahogany. No, there's with the white cats and so what is it exactly that you want to? What do you want the principal to do?
I want the principal to go to her class and see that she is not there.
Okay. So this sounds like a little bit of a tall tale, and I'm going to have you roll provoke someone. So roll plus your superior. It's not outside the realm of possibility.
Yeah. Okay.
Floor dice don't count.
Yeah, floor dice went somewhere. Okay, I'll find it later. Oh no. That is a 1 and a 2.
And
plus
1,
my
2,
3 only
3.
makes it a 6.
Okay.
No.
Yikes.
Well, mark XP.
Oh. Just FYI, the floor dice was a 1 too, so it 1 as well. So it would have the same roll either way.
Now it is worth
noting.
Yay,
potential.
Not that it can help you, but we do have 2 points in the team pool because we started a new session. But no one's there to help you, and there's no way for you to use it selfishly and say how you are ignoring or insulting your teammates. So there's no help for you.
True. Yeah.
Just on brand.
Yeah.
Also, I think the problem is you are showing up to the principal's office with 3 hours of sleep, and you have bags under your eyes, and the principal is going like, look, I know yesterday was stressful. We're everyone's safe here. We're doing good. It's also because they're worried about it. Riri Williams is on campus today and is just kind of walking the halls, not in the Ironheart suit, but is just kind of like walking around talking to people, which is pretty distracting in and of itself. But like people are having a hard time getting work done anyway. All the kids who weren't there, it's only like 50 of you who went. So everyone else is like, wait, what happened? Tell us about, because they've seen cell phone videos and all that kind of stuff. So there is also big buzz around Arachnid. Arachnid had a big visual surprising save. And so where this was definitely a Spider-Man school last week, right now it's an Arachnid school and everyone is talking about Arachnid. So that's fun.
Wow.
Okay, so the principal says, Cecil, I'm very disappointed to learn that you would take on something like this and not have the sense to come and talk to me about it. I really expected more of you and thought that I just had higher expectations of you than this. And we're going to go to your class right now and see what Liv has to say about it. Because if this is true, this is a lapse in judgment for both of you, and I'm just very disappointed.
Fine, let's go and see what she has to say about it, because she's not there.
Yes, I'm disappointed with the two of you for different reasons.
But
so Adam,
it's not my fault.
someone with influence over you has told you who you are and how the world works. Do you accept that you were irresponsible in taking on this TAing job, or do you reject her influence? Their influence.
Well, I think I'm tired and I accept it. I think I'm feeling a little defeated and overwhelmed. I think this is the first time basically since I got my powers that I feel like an actual teenager.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So adjust my labels accordingly.
Okay. So superior down.
You can't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I want. This is Principal Madrox.
Yes.
And Principal Madrox uses he,
my
him pronouns.
favorite. At least this one does. I love him so much.
All right.
It's one of my favorite all-time characters.
Oh wow. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lower your superior and raise your mundane.
Okay.
I think that seems like the right move.
Yeah. This is what being a teenager feels like. It's awful.
All right. So the two of you head down the hallway, and
I'm just kind of like moping, like, shoulders hunched, like sulking behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Peter, you're in this class that they're headed to. What is your, you're I assume at class, or were you gonna skip it?
No, I'm sitting in class with
Okay.
everybody else and listening and trying not to participate in the where is everybody? Are we allowed to leave? I hear it's 15 minutes. The teacher's not here in 15 minutes.
That myth is so strong. I don't understand. All right. That's wait, I'm pretty sure it was Amber who asked you to homecoming. Is that right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. I
Mm.
didn't actually write that down anywhere.
It's okay. I got it. Because I think she's into me. 'Cause-
And she didn't ask me to
Oh,
homecoming.
right.
She asked me to Sadie Hawkins.
Oh, yeah. It was.
That's right.
It actually is homecoming. I was getting
The
mixed
theme
up
is
with
Sadie Hawkins.
with what?
It's a homecoming dance, but the theme is Sadie Hawkins.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more like anybody should be allowed to ask anybody, and that's. But it is the fall. It's the fall semester, and so the homecoming dance is coming up like next month, and I think we said you and Amber were in the same math class,
Yeah, probably.
so that's this class, and Amber and several of her friends are asking about like what happened to you in the at the lab, because they sort of got away and then they didn't see where you went, and
Yeah, I got I was like by the door, and then everyone started pushing towards and then the next thing I know, I'm like running with this big group of people to the bus, and I don't know what happened. It was just like a bunch of us got on the bus.
oh wow, I didn't even see you get on the bus. That's wow, it was just a crazy day.
Yeah.
That was have you ever seen anything like that before? That was just,
No.
it was really scary.
Yeah, it was weird. Like cuz I always like when I moved in with my aunt, she told me about like, oh, so, like I'm not from like, I hadn't seen like superheroes, and now I'm like, I see Spider-Man like when on my way to school, and then like I see this, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty cool that Spider-Man showed up. Although, did you see the video of Arachnid?
No.
Was so cool. He like here, and she like pulls up her phone and is like scooting her desk closer to sit next to you. You're watching this like shaky cam video of Arachnid like catching several people and getting them to safety. And now, Preston, did you say this is your math class as well?
No, this is the year younger, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a class year younger than everyone.
Yeah, but I will remind the viewers that in that video, so in Preston's head, no one recognized him as a student. He was shirtless. Just putting that out there for people. But yeah, I'm in Cecil's actual math class.
Okay. Yes. Now, shirtless. Were you wearing your school uniform pants?
Yes,
Okay.
but I didn't think that far ahead.
Okay, that's good. And I think, well, this will be an opportunity for you, Peter, because Amber is saying, wait, do those look like our uniform pants? Like she's looking at her pants for a second, like, and pausing the video to like scrub it a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think, Peter?
It could be. I mean, it's hard to tell with the video. It's shaky. Like, I mean, it's not like these pants are like, they don't say, visions down the side or anything like that. But like, maybe it's possible.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we have to roll it. I was, if you were gonna try to throw her completely off the trail.
No, he wasn't gonna like gaslight anybody.
Well,
like,
yeah.
like it's possible. I don't know. Anything's
okay.
possible.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, maybe that's how he got there so fast. Like he goes to school here.
Oh, that'd be crazy. If like one of those, like if one of those like a super person was here.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that'd be wild.
And maybe it's you. Maybe you got any superpowers you're not telling us about?
Well, I mean, that's not me. He's got his shirt off.
I know. No, I'm. Yeah.
and she actually gets a little shy. Like,
That's so cute.
It's
um,
adorable.
all right, and let's see. Where's Miles? Isn't in this class. I think it's just.
Yeah, I think I was the only one who was actually in this class besides Cecil teaching.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cecil and Principal Madrox come in, and Madrox kind of looks around. And this is a classroom where there's a little like coat closet in the back that used to be a coat closet, and it's been turned into a teacher's, like they like jammed a desk in there and put a poster of a window up. And sorry, this is a nice private school. I shouldn't describe it like that, but that's all right.
Hey, listen, real estate's expensive in New York.
Yeah, it is.
True.
So the principal, Cecil, you get a look that you're meant to just stand there and wait. Like, you're not invited to go sit down at your desk. And Cecil, wasn't there somebody in this class, or was it in your math class? I've got too many NPCs going.
Somebody who what?
Who was like a buddy of yours?
No, not in this class, because this was like the freshman class.
Yeah. Okay. Okay,
And
that's fine.
so I was supposed, and I was supposed to be. So yeah, because I was in her senior science class, and she had me come teach her freshman class.
Okay. About how
For
tall
her.
is Cecil?
He's like 5'10", 5'11" or so.
Uh-huh. And how tall is Preston?
That's a good question. I believe also around like 5'10", 5'11".
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Peter, Amber scoots over again and says, actually, it's kind of weird that Cecil was allowed to teach us for so long. Do you think, I mean, if you look at this and then, like, next to that, like, that thing's about 6 feet tall. I think Arachnid is like about the same size.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to, like, Cecil's a little, like, pudgier than, like, that Arachnid's not wearing a shirt.
Oh, okay. That's true. It's just weird that he, like, is teaching us.
I know, it's, I think it's more that he likes teaching, and maybe the teacher doesn't like teaching.
Okay. Cecil, do you have super hearing or anything, like super senses?
I think underwater I do.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Okay.
And there's a lot of like murmuring conversations here, so unless you were really trying to listen for it, that's.
I don't think I would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will have you know, canonically, he has his tentacles around his torso, making him look pudgy.
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Until he gets his shirt off.
Yeah. And I'm not pudgy. It's
right.
just my tentacles. Boo.
I
wish that was real life.
Hard saying.
What do you mean? These are tentacles.
Oh boy. Okay. Moving on. Principal goes and looks in the little office. She's not back there. He comes back to the front of the class and he says, "Class, has Cecil been teaching you for the last week and a half?"
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think Peter answers like right away, and the rest of the class is like, "Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, what? We're not in trouble." Like,
right?
What were we supposed to do? And
that's it. Detention for all of you.
Yeah, I mean, he does he's like visibly frustrated. Like, why didn't anybody? Like, oh, of course they didn't want to talk about it. And he says, "Okay, Cecil, have a seat at your desk." Oh no, this isn't your class. This is your free period.
I don't take this
Cecil,
class.
go to the student quad. I'm going to deal with you later. class, I'm going to be back. I have to go take care of something. I'm going to be back to teach your class today, and I'll be back in just a minute.
Wow.
And
The principal's gonna teach our class. That's good. And while doing all the principal works, I hope they can be in two places at once, like some sort of multiple person.
I can't imagine.
Take a thread, Eric. So good.
I am gonna say, in character wise, we don't know about Madrox yet.
Sure.
But it's still a fun nod and a wink.
Yeah.
Audience, if you're not
Love
sure
it.
who this character is, just look up Multiple Man. Which actually, I think the character in a lot of ways is a real dickwad, but our Multiple Man can be better. So
he's well, he's complicated.
He's usually on the side of the bad people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this one is not entirely based on the character, but on the concept. So
he's very multidimensional.
He has many facets.
Yeah.
Okay. So a few minutes later, the principal returns and is figures out where you left off because he doesn't have time to get a substitute, and that's it. You have the math class. When you get to what else is happening during the day? Anya, what are your classes like?
I'm trying to have a coffee with me. Dark glasses and just make it through because I'm so tired. But I mean, before I went to bed, I did send my email to Dr. Strange. But other than that, from my phone because my computer's busted. But other than that, I'm just, I'm probably hearing the chatter about the field trip and the fact that Riri Williams is on campus and everything like that. And I'm just trying to keep this wow, really? Oh my gosh, total low profile.
Yeah. Although
you're kidding me.
I think aside from, I think Miles took his mask off maybe with the Avengers, but everyone else, and Man-Spider, we know what Man-Spider looks like because Van Dyne helped build your hologram.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Does Amber notice your face is a little different? I forgot about that.
I got a haircut.
I don't think it's that. It's,
yeah,
it's just the little things. So
sorry, I just thought of that. Sorry.
No, that's good. But I think Preston and Cecil both were wearing masks at the meeting. Mm-hmm. And Anya probably you probably kept your goggle mask on, right? Okay.
I did.
So that means they wouldn't necessarily, I mean, maybe they know who you are, but you don't know if they know. So anyway, Dr. Williams is making her way around campus, saying hi to people. There was a lot of buzz early in the day because she showed up in the teacher parking lot in a Lamborghini, and sort of parked in two spots, and that's a whole thing going on. No one has seen Dr. Octavius today. She's not at school, and no one knows where she is.
You think she got mind raid again?
I heard if you get hit with it once, it's worse than
wow, yeah.
You're susceptible. All right, Anya. So your school day.
It's not a thing.
You're on the struggle.
Struggle is real.
Yeah.
Trying to stay awake in my more boring classes and just doing the bare minimum to get through my day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. there is a minute where, are you trying to avoid Williams at all, or just like deal with it if she comes by?
I think I'll deal with it if she comes by, but I'm going to see if there is a flicker of recognition in her eyes.
Okay, that's what I want. Why don't you roll Pierce the Mask? You're going to roll plus mundane. Because as you walk by, you know, she's like smiling and talking to people, keeping moving so she doesn't have to like stop and sign autographs. You know, everyone wants to say hi to her, but you make eye contact with her as you go by. And you're like, was that a look? What is this? What's happening? What'd you roll?
I rolled an 8.
Okay. So an 8 on Pierce the Mask. You get to ask one of the questions there.
Let's see.
And it's okay to twist those a little bit, like if you need to tweak it.
I guess I think I kind of do recognize that glimmer of recognition. And how could I gain influence over you?
You would have to. So you see that recognition. Dr. Williams thinks you're Anya from here.
Oh, okay.
Right? And because your costume, I think, is a little different from hers. I think we had set that up, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so when you were at Avengers Tower, they were like, wait, you seem like her, but your stuff's different. You know, what's the deal? And you're like, no, I'm really not her. Like, I'm a different person from another universe. And they were like, oh, okay, that's fine. Not entirely, but they did cast a truth spell on you. And but the Avengers know the Anya from here. They know her real face because they think of her like as a terrorist, and they're, you know, trying to catch her. And yeah, you have this moment of Dr. Williams making eye contact, the pupils, you know,
Right.
kind of focusing on you, and you see this process of like, this is a person we've been looking for, or is it the one I just met last night? And that's right. And she just barely misses a step, like kind of a hitch in her step, you know, and then tries to look very nonchalant, and for the most part succeeds. It's just you saw through it for a moment. And your question is, how could I gain influence over you? Convince her that you're not that Anya.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. That's a tough one. I think because with all these people around, maybe like when I shake her hand, say something like, you know, oh, I got to meet you a while ago on a field trip, you know, and maybe she could clue in that it was actually yesterday that I met her. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you remember me, but we got to meet a while ago when my old school was on a field trip.
Okay. Oh boy, I really like that. Yeah, I just think you see her process that, and you know, furrows her brow and takes that in and says, well, it's nice to see you again, and take care, Anya.
Stay in school.
She said my name.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah. And a bunch of the kids around you are like, what? How does she know your name? What? You know, that. And then you're immediately mobbed with fellow teens who want to know how you know Dr. Williams.
You know, and I'll come up with some story. Oh, well, at my old school, we had this field trip, but it was only like 5 of us, and we got to spend this whole day, you know, touring, and we got to meet her and have these really great convos with her, and, you know.
Well, your social cachet is through the roof today. That is a strong component. Also, there is by lunchtime, the rumors have spread all over school that Dr. Octavius isn't here, that she had asked a student to teach half of her classes, and she hadn't been doing that good job anyway, and that people are thinking, oh, was she, injured during the attack? Was she part of the attack? There's all these like rumors going around now that, maybe she wasn't mind raid last year, that maybe she was helping Kingpin willingly. There's just all kind of suspicion and story floating around. But Preston, what's your day look like?
Well, if Anya was riding the struggle bus, Preston was under the struggle bus.
Peter can tell you about that.
Mm-hmm. Only I wasn't attached. It ran over me. I imagine Preston had a plan. He was going to get up. He was going to muscle through it, just white knuckle through the day. It was going to be fine. And it went terribly. He woke up late. He basically is going through like Miles's worst morning. But it's Preston. He's running late. He trips over his own shoes. He gets to class late, realizes he has the wrong book. Like everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for him today.
Yep.
And at one point, he's going to think to himself, how does Miles do this every day?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, so so it's Friday, and the lunch is extended. There's a like a mini talent show that's going on. They're doing it so every Friday this month. They're going to do like a mini talent show for people to be one of the main shows at the homecoming football game, like at the halftime show. And so every Friday at lunch, they're adding like half an hour so that we could do like a couple of talent shows. Were any of you planning on participating in the talent shows? I feel like Cecil does close-up magic. Am I wrong?
No, he probably does, but he's also like he's so dry, and he fancies himself as I'm gonna go with this. He fancies himself as like able to do this kind of magic, but he's so uncharismatic that and then like at some point somebody like like he gets the trick wrong, and like he doesn't have, like the person doesn't have the right card, and he like yells at them, and he's like, that's not the card you were supposed to take.
You messed up this trick. You did.
Yeah.
Cecil blaming everyone else? That's
what?
That's wild.
Possibly. Yeah. And it's like his like tentacles are twitching under his shirt. Not. Yeah. If I think he just gives up and storms off.
All right. Anybody else with special talents?
That's so good. I'm glad you.
Unless power napping is a special talent at this point, I'm gonna say probably not.
All right.
Okay,
no problem.
We totally should have done an acrobatics routine. That's.
I'm sure Preston was probably thinking about it, but definitely not today.
Yeah, and not a ton of room in the cafeteria.
Right.
But
is there anybody doing like anything, like actually doing anything like somewhat acrobatic?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different dance squads that are gonna try to do some stuff.
I start like I'm probably sitting with Amber, and I'm probably like, anytime like there's like a male that fits the description, that like generally has the description of arachnid, I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's Josh is like really flexible. I don't know.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, she's sitting with you at lunch, and she has like a little like reporter notebook. She's like writing down all the possibilities of who it could be, and has a list of things to check off. As basically, she is first season, or more like the movie, not Andrew Garfield. What's the Tom Holland? She's Tom Holland's friend. It's not. Did they call him Genki in that one too?
No, he's
No.
Ned.
No, Ned.
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 I know they sort of like stole the concept from Miles Morales, but she is turning into Ned from Tom Holland Spider-Man of like getting all this information and looking at the video again and comparing all this stuff, and is very into talking about this with you.
It's your thing you do together. Aww.
And in between, or as at the end of all of the not tryouts, but yeah, I mean they're it's like a showcase talent show of, and then at the end everyone's gonna vote for who should be in the halftime show. It's not Cecil.
No, it's not.
Also, like
It's
close-up magic and a halftime show is like, how though?
How?
Um,
I'm not David Blaine.
So an announcement comes on and says, reminder that we are continuing our outreach program to local elementary 215. I don't know how they number schools in New York, but the community service hours are 2 hours for after school today. We're gonna go and provide some tutoring and games and rec time for students who are waiting late after school to be picked up by their parents. So if you would like community service hours, be in the parking lot after school today with either your signed note, or if you're a full-time student, then you can just do that. And I think 2 of you live here full-time. Is it like Anya and Preston?
Yeah, I
Cecil
do.
and
Cecil
Cecil.
and Anya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the 3 of you. Okay. And then,
Oh no, I go home on weekends. I go home. I stay during the week and I go home on weekends.
oh yeah. So that's what I'm asking. So yeah, you're not a full-time student.
Not a full-time now.
Yeah. Okay. So Anya and Cecil, you are just automatically have permission because you stay all weekend and you can just go to this thing.
Oh my God! So school's 2 hours longer today.
No, it's
God.
optional. It's optional. It's just the principal made that announcement over the loudspeaker that said anybody who wants to participate can join a teacher. I can't make up a whole staff.
Not with that.
Why not?
Principal Madrox himself is taking the group today. It's weird that he gets a lot done in a day. That's
right.
That's
Weird.
something.
He's a great multitasker.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So, what is the?
I need the community service hours for my full 5.0, and but I can't take another 2 hours of being awake this afternoon.
Don't you already have enough community service hours?
No, because all of the things we do to save the lives of everyone in the city don't count because they're in my secret identity.
I feel like Anya's,
I managed.
Yeah.
I'm like, I managed to find time to do my hours, but
Well, yeah. And you have a 4.9, which is
Whoa.
I mean,
okay. You're gonna ride me about that A- I got in history last year.
well, yeah, because now you're not going to have a perfect 5.0 like I will. Well, if I can stay awake for an extra 2 hours. Oh my God, my life is so hard.
oh yeah, that's right. You need sleep. I forget that.
Yes, I need sleep.
I'm gonna live with my 4.9 and take a nap.
Okay, well, if you want that stain on your record, fine. Yeah.
I would rather have a well-rested 4.9 than a bleary-eyed 5.0.
And I think on that note, Preston sits up, having been passed out on the table. Napkin glued to his face. Huh? What? Huh? What's happening?
Somebody just said they were arachnid, and now everybody's trying to meet them. That's what's happening.
Oh my gosh, a big raid. Thank you so much. Oh, it's Sam coming in with the big old raid.
Yeah!
Thanks everybody
Oh, Sam.
for coming to check us out. We're just about to do our after school community service hours, so you're just in time. Aki with the subscription. Holy moly. Wow.
Aki!
Yay!
Yay.
Thanks so much, everybody, for coming in. We're playing Masks, set in the world of Into the Spiderverse from the movie. Our Miles Morales is out today, but we've got everyone else. So thanks for coming by. This is very exciting.
Joey and I played Glitter Hearts with Aki on
was awesome.
Games We Never Play.
Awesome.
We love Aki.
Yeah, I need to check out that episode. I heard good things about it.
Yeah.
So
My Sam.
the school day is a struggle. Everyone's had like 2 hours of sleep, and we're making it through, except for Peter, who doesn't really need to sleep.
I just need prolonged periods of not moving.
Yeah, it's a literal spider.
Doesn't get any worse the more you say it.
Well, it's nice because like sitting in class for 2 hours like at a desk is the equivalent of sleeping for me. So
Lord, I wish.
Right.
Yeah, very real. So the lunchtime ends. You've got probably a couple more classes in the afternoon, and then this optional community service thing. Which, as your game master, I am not railroading you into this community service thing. That this is just a breadcrumb that is out there that you can explore if you want to.
Yeah.
I always feel like I never want my players to feel like, oh well, if we don't do that, we're not gonna have anything to do today. There's always something else. But I did need to check in with so Miles' friend Genki knows that Miles is Spider-Man. Does Genki know about any of you? Has it like accidentally come up somehow, or like you swing into the room with Miles and take your mask off and like, oh shoot, Genki's here? Anything like that? Entirely up to you.
I feel like Peter probably, when he's in his guise as a person, doesn't use any spider powers. He's only Spider-Man when he's a disgusting monster.
Yeah, when he turns his projector, his holographic projector off. Okay, that's fine.
I don't think so. I think Preston would be too careful about that, like too uptight about that.
Okay.
He's uptight about everything, but he'd be uptight about that.
Michelle, you're muted, I think.
Sorry.
That's all right. What were you saying?
Oh no. I was talking to someone else.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I'm in my kitchen.
by all means.
Yeah, I don't think Genki knows about me either.
Are you going to tell me Cecil does not take every opportunity to take his shirt off as soon as possible?
Well, that's probably true, yeah. And actually, I probably really like Genki because he's smart and has his shit together.
Yeah.
So
maybe there was a time where you and Miles were hanging out and you accidentally revealed.
Well, and also if I know that he's if I know, because I know that he knows about Miles, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that came up somehow. If we have to retcon that with Miles, we can. We can make this work.
Yeah.
But we'll
Actually, I might have a little bit of a crush on Genki, actually.
yeah, I mean, who wouldn't?
Right?
He's the star player of our League of Legends team.
That's right. Yeah,
Mhm.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Genki's
that's
the
pretty hot.
captain, and then Cecil's probably your lead striker. I don't know how League of Legends is played.
I would say, honestly, like Cecil would probably be a jungler because like running around on their own, but telling everyone else how to play their lanes.
That tracks.
If Cecil plays, that's how he does it. Yeah. I actually think while Cecil admires it, I don't think Cecil has the time to do something as frivolous as esports. He thinks it's sexy, but doesn't actually engage in it himself. That's for jocks.
Wow. What a
Liberal
level
use of the
nerd.
term.
What a level.
Yeah.
Okay.
It...
Boom. I was
But
stalling.
Woo.
I was stalling to find out what
Hey.
Miles actually thinks of this.
Ah.
So
Hello.
glad you could join us. How's your morning going?
Oh man, that's really good. It was super fun. I'm sorry, I didn't want to Kool-Aid man
Yay.
into this and be like, different energy. Let's go.
No, that's good.
If you could fuck off, just like
Oh, I love this background image you've got. That is
Mhm.
awesome.
Thank you. I don't remember where it's from or what I got it for. It's just cute, so I'm keeping it.
It's kind of cool. It's like my 90s senior photo. No.
So,
Don't age yourself. You are timeless.
Thanks.
Miles, I'll do a quick catch up for you. We had met the other Anya, your Anya. Had a whole conversation with her about how she's been set up by both the Sisterhood of the Wasp and the Spider Society, and she's kind of gone rogue to try to prove that they're making a bad name out of her. And the group decides, okay, well, let's all just go our own way tonight. We'll figure this out. They decided not to try to drag her to Avenger Tower or whatever, and just like, okay, we're gonna get in touch later and figure out how to be. Then it was 3:30 in the morning. Time to Friday morning, right, from the field trip on Thursday. Like all of this is 18 hours of time.
The longest 18 hours.
Yeah. And, Friday morning, we all have to get up and go to school. So we've all had various seats on the struggle bus so far. What's Miles' morning like?
He definitely snuck back into his parents' house because he was staying there. His like mom specifically asked for him to come home for the night.
Oh, right. I remember
after
that.
everything that happened on the field trip. And I think he like sneaks back in. And if I can just sneak back in without like any disruption, because like he's got that cool, easy access window, then I think he's gonna probably inadvertently forget to set his alarm the next morning and do the like, oops, I slept in, and try to convince his parents to let him take the day off.
Oh, okay.
I'm tired and traumatized. Can I stay at home?
Yeah, I think that might fly. And like mom is already in the middle of making a huge breakfast. It's just, yeah. So that's probably gonna be okay. Since your field trip was attacked.
Yeah, like it was hard, and I'm a sensitive boy. And he was just stuck in his mouth.
I think around the time first period would be starting, Miles, you get texts, if not from your friends, from some random people you know at school about the fact that Riri Williams is on campus today. And is kind of just visiting, just like walking the halls because the field trip had been attacked yesterday, and so she's She's not there to like give a talk or anything. She's just wandering around saying hi to people and shaking hands and
So conflicted. No. He's gonna remember that she gave him a jitterbug, and he's gonna decide that he doesn't need to be there because he'll probably just be weird at her anyway. And he's just gonna be sad and watch, like, I don't know, everyone's Insta stories as they interact with her.
Okay.
And just hang out at home.
There is also a scuttlebutt in the stream, in the data stream, of how Dr. Octavius wasn't teaching half of her classes and had a student teaching it for her, and how she also hasn't shown up to school today.
Oh my God, comeuppance? Nah, that's a bridge too far. He begs his mom to take him to school because knowledge is important. Thank you. Your food and your love have healed me. I'm very well adjusted again. Please take me back to school.
Well, now she doesn't want to, though. So, Miles, you're going to have to roll provoke someone.
Oh, God.
Because she wants you to stay home with her and, like, do a puzzle and watch TV.
Oh.
I think your mom
Watch
does
The Price is Right.
Aw.
Yay. And she, like, rarely has, like, days off. They're always, like, weird days.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I
she's
rolled
a
it.
nurse, right?
Yeah, she's a nurse. I got a 3 on the dice, so that's a 6. I do not provoke her. I settle in with the Snuggie that's like tight now because we had matching Snuggies when I was very short and small. And I just sort of squeeze it on and I'm like, let's go.
You've got an option. You can have her take you to school and be annoyed with you. Or, you know, more like a little disappointed.
No.
Or
Yeah, she won't be mad, just disappointed.
Right. Or you can just, you know, hang out here.
I'm hanging out. It's fine. I've made my choice. Also, I don't think I could get the Snuggie off now. Like, this is the last time I'm wearing it because I will just flex out of it. At
Yeah,
the
you're going to have to cut it off.
Yeah.
That's so great. So one thing we needed to ask you, Miles, about Genki. Genki knows you're Spider-Man.
Yep.
And we were contemplating having a moment where you're hanging out with Cecil. And is it possible that Cecil knows that Genki knows that you're Spider-Man?
Yes.
Okay. And then we were going to have a moment where Cecil sort of accidentally let it slip that he's the superior octopus, superior spider octopus.
Superior spider octopus.
Right.
Yes.
I think other people don't necessarily know that Genki knows, but like Cecil has made it his business to know things and read a room. And I'm sure Miles has been like a little less than clever about obfuscating that fact. So yeah, go for it.
Okay. So Genki
We also brought up the idea that sorry. Go ahead.
No,
I was just gonna say we also brought up the idea that Cecil has a crush on Genki because he's a smart jock, and jock meaning in esports.
Is that the word we're gonna use, jock?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the word Cecil uses.
I mean, he's a top laner too. Like he's
something jungler.
Yeah.
That's all I've got.
That's too funny.
I know nothing about League of Legends.
That's so good.
Clearly, I'm missing a significant part of the zeitgeist.
You know exactly enough because that's what Eric said earlier.
Our friendship is good and pure.
Yeah.
So,
see, what you need to understand, there are 3 lanes, and you're either.
Yeah.
All right.
I was going to make another sport reference to try to explain that to Adam, and I realized it would be dumb.
No. Yeah, he won't get that either.
Yeah, explain it like volleyball.
Yeah.
I was going to use basketball.
Okay.
It's like a zone defense where you have an area.
All right. I actually know that one.
So it's areas, like there's 2 different areas, like known as lanes, and the jungler is sort of the flex between them.
Yeah, there are 3 literal lanes in the game, and the jungler is someone who is versatile and can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
So with Miles not at school, Genki is texting you, Cecil, and you get a bunch of texts all at once that are like, "Oh my God, you have to come up to my room. You're not gonna believe this."
Okay. Okay. I had to like take a breath and like, okay, don't be too thirsty.
You have
BRT.
You have to see this right
That's
now.
hard for an octopus.
Just don't get too handsy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I totally like. Yeah. I lose the like 0.1% of cool that I had, and yeah, I just kind of like shove myself back from the lunch table a little quickly, and I'm like, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
And race up to Ginky's room.
Okay. So you get up there, and Genki is in his like swivelly computer chair, his like pro gamer chair, and
he's wearing his gear. It's so hot.
yeah. Except when you open the door, it looks like a tiny tornado hit the room, right? So like there's papers everywhere. There's the blankets are all askew. That like all kinds of stuff.
I thought Miles wasn't here. Yeah.
Okay, first, it's only been one night. Two, sparkly purple portal just opened in my ceiling, and a girl poked her head through, looking for Miles. I've texted Miles, he hasn't written back, but she gave me this. And he's holding up a little like plastic Ziploc, like this big, and it looks a little bit like a drug sample kit, like if you're at a crime scene and you're like putting stuff in a little baggie. It has these little like sort of quartzy looking stones in it that are glowing kind of pinky red, and Genki says she just said to give these to Miles. I don't know where Miles is. I don't remember her name. Miles told me about her from last year. I don't remember what her name was, but
can you describe her? Like, was she well, she had
a black and white suit, and there was like some pink on the inside.
Was she an anime?
Yeah. She wasn't like an elementary school girl though, right?
No. She was like,
okay.
There was like some blonde hair and
okay. All right, I think that's the one that Miles had the crush on. Okay, so all right.
I thought he liked Gwanda.
Well, wait, who's Gwanda?
She was the exchange student here last year from South Africa.
Oh, Gwanda. I don't know. He's so desperately in love with like whoever crosses his path.
Hold on,
is it okay if I change here into my super costume so I can take this to Miles? And I start to like unbutton my shirt.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that... and I just do a little flex as I like, flex my tentacles around and show off that I actually have abs. And and then I just pull on my mask and I say, I'm sure you've done a great service to the multiverse today, Genki. And like trying to lower my voice and
he's like he squeaks a little bit. Do you need help with your?
thanks, but I can get it, and like flex my tentacles to like. Pull it. Is that?
Alright.
Flex, but okay.
It is a weird flex, literally.
Literally, but I've like he's gotta take me at my tentacles if he's gonna like me. He at least has to like
So
like
Genki,
that I have tentacles.
Genki rolls take a powerful blow.
That's not till later.
I actually do want you to roll provoke someone, please.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I really am trying.
This is kind of a custom provoke.
Okay. Still superior?
Yes.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, okay. That's still okay. 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, you and Genki will both take influence over each other.
Ooh. Okay. All right.
So, on a 10 plus, I was going to give you the choice of whether he has influence over you or not. But at 7 to 9, it's just mutual influence.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
so
Yeah.
that's something to keep in mind going forward. Superior Spider Octopus, what are you doing?
Yes.
Are you skipping 5th period?
I got to get this to Miles. This would be important. So, so I'm going to I shed into my super suit real quick and shed my uniform and pull up my mask and I'm going to sneak out the window and take off across to Miles's place. And
Miles,
so I can take this.
Aside from the jitterbug, which only Ironheart can contact you through, is there a chance that you didn't plug in your phone when you got in last night and just kind of...
I think he probably left it on silent when he was in the tower, and he's just like, having been swept up by motherly affection, he's just left it in his room, and it's just full of notifications, and he's like not bothered by it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just like the cutaway gag is to like him and his mom on the couch, and they both have like the big bowl of popcorn like high enough on the chest that you can just kind of bleh with your tongue and like grab popcorn.
Nice.
As they're yelling about kombucha and screaming at the TV during Let's Make a Deal.
I love it. I love it.
Aww.
Oh, that's really sweet, actually.
Right? So cute.
Miles, if you have any conditions, you should... do you have any conditions left?
I have 3 left. Thank you.
Yeah, you could clear one of those.
Nice. I will take off angry because he's just vibing now.
Yeah. What do you have left?
Guilty and hopeless.
Yeah, that seems like a good fit.
Those are both still deeply related to his understanding of like the original Spider-Man, and I don't think that's gone away. I think that's why he's leaned into like, just chill with mom. This is fine.
Okay. Now, Superior Spider Octopus SPO. Oh no, so SSO. Yeah. All right. So that Cecil, you're moving through the city. Everybody else has anyone else signed up for the after school community service?
Yeah, Peter did.
Okay.
He's got nothing else to do.
Okay. Amber was already signed up, and she was asking Peter if he was going to go. So
yeah.
Okay.
Preston is realizing now that he volunteered to help organize it.
I just remembered now.
That's today. So he's doing his best.
Okay. Yeah, you find there is the Google Doc you set up last week when you promised to do it, and all the people on it, and just the like headers that you put in there of what you were going to fill in for activities, and so you have like an hour and a half to do all of that.
Cute. I think the end result's going to be a printed out Google Doc with things written in, and crossed out and rewritten in, and that's going to be real cute.
Yeah. Okay, good. And the elementary school is just looking for activities like somebody to play basketball with the kids and somebody to help these kids write a paragraph, or whatever. So just helping out with the elementary kids who are doing the after school program. So that's what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Abria, I don't think you heard this part. There was an announcement from the principal, a reminder that today, Friday, is the after-school community service opportunity to go to a local area public elementary school and help out with their after-school activities. And if you need community service hours, this is a good time to go and do that. So
Okay. He's forgotten.
yes, that's fine.
But I hope one of the elementary schools that is on the list of places to volunteer is literally the elementary school he went to. That's my dream.
Yeah, I think that's the one they're going to today.
Tight.
Okay. And Anya, what's your afternoon?
I think Cecil may have semi-guilted me into going on this thing, and then I'm a little pissed because he's not there.
Or he's disappeared temporarily.
Damn it, Cecil! I'm here now. You're freaking 5.0. And so I'm there, and I'm having a good time with the kids, but just in the back of my mind, I'm so mad at Cecil right now.
All right, we'll get back to that because it's potentially possible that Cecil and Miles show up depending on what happens next. So Cecil, you get to. Does everybody know? I guess everyone knows where Miles lives, or do they not? I don't know.
For ease of narrative, sure.
Maybe in case of emergency.
Yeah, if I'm ever something bad's happening, get my parents specifically.
Yeah. Well, I might have done. We might have done a sleepover or something, when something weird happened at the school or something, maybe too.
Yeah, for sure.
That could be. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you show up at the apartment. I think you do kind of a pass by the window, and you can see Miles and his mom are sitting right next to each other. And Miles, you pick up the flicker by the window. Your mom is just yelling at the TV. That's a terrible deal. Why are you doing that?
Can I do something? Can I go up to Miles's bedroom and then creep on the stairs, tiptoeing on my tentacles, and reach over and tap Miles on the shoulder without his mom?
I think so, Miles. That's up to you.
I mean, if I'm aware that it's a friend. Also, it's really easy to get into the place through Miles's window. I believe his one is the bay window that faces out on the street. So for sure, you could sneak in and make that attempt. He probably clocked it and was I'm sure it's fine. And then just 2 minutes later, tap, oh, that's horrifying. Gets up stiffly I have to pee. And then
Just
heads
saves
to
the
the bathroom
popcorn.
and kicks a tentacle on away.
All right, so you head into your bedroom.
Yep.
And
and I hand you your phone in a tentacle. So you left this here.
Not disturb.
We've
because I'm home.
We've been trying to. We've been trying to contact you.
Okay.
Luckily, Ginky told me, but here, I believe this is from Gwen. He said a girl in a suit popped through a purple portal in the ceiling.
And he's gonna
and
snatch
handed
it.
him this.
What is it?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it's that plastic baggie with glowing pinky red little about the size of Nerds, the candy Nerds.
Yeah.
But they're literal like giving off light in kind of the pinky red spectrum.
Okay.
And there's a little plastic baggie. It's about half full of those. And
Nice. And did Gwen tell Genki to tell you to tell me to do anything with these?
No, she told Genki to give them to you, and Genki called me. Genki, he texted me. So we text, and we're and
Wait,
so
does he know that you're like
what is this?
Jazz
I don't
hands.
stick my tongue
spirit
out.
tentacles.
I mean, okay.
Spirit
Sure,
tingles.
we'll get stuck on that point and not the tentacles. Does he know?
He's
Did you
seen
tell
my tentacles.
Genki?
Yes, I told Genki. I had to tell him.
Why?
So,
Did you?
I had to tell him because he would think I'm hotter.
Yeah. I want to
He-
pierce the mask.
Okay.
yes.
Roll
do
plus
it.
mundane.
Wait, do I have influence over you? I do have influence over you, but you have influence over me, so I guess I'd
Yeah.
cancel it out. Huh?
Sweet.
Yeah,
I got a
never mind.
13.
Oof. Okay.
Fuck!
What do you
Damn.
want to know?
All right,
Let
ask
me-
away.
Sorry, I didn't pull up the basic moves.
What are
'cause
you
I'm
really
dumb.
planning?
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that. What do you intend to do? What are your intentions with my roommate?
I intend to I intend to reward Genki for his excellent athleticism by totally doing a takedown.
Oh.
What? I have so many more questions after that pierce the mask.
You get
Oh,
two more
no,
questions.
no. Cecil is obviously hot for Genki.
Okay. What do you want me to do about that? Like, am I part of this? Not in a weird way.
Oh,
like,
about
you and
that?
Genki?
Yeah, it would be great if you didn't talk about how gross my tentacles were, and instead talk about how nice I am, and okay, about how smart and good looking I am. Yeah, I'm not nice. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how can I get your character to actually be nice to me then?
If you insinuate that you can help me get Genki interested in me back. Yeah.
So if
it
you
didn't-
talk up
yeah.
Genki to Cecil, is that
Miles
No,
is-
if you talk up Cecil to Genki.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry,
then
that's what I meant.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
Miles
if-
is just gonna
if you-
narrow his eyes, like, okay. Having inferred all of this weird information off of your whole vibe right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's just sort of I had to change into my
Yep,
super
keep it-
suit.
Did you change
so
in front of him?
Well,
We have a
yeah, I mean,
bathroom.
time
I
is
don't
of the
change in
essence.
front of
It's
him.
too small. It's too small.
This is from Gwen. You don't change in front of him. What are you, homophobic?
No, I'm a teenage boy with body insecurities. Thank you.
Oh, well,
And he zips up his, or he just sort of flexes in his dumb snuggie that's too tight.
That's
I don't know why you
perfect.
have
Actually,
body issues.
hold on. So you're still wearing the snuggie, right?
Mm-hmm.
What color is it?
Leopard print.
Yep, that sounds right. So at this moment, Miles, you hear a sound that is pretty familiar to you from last year of those portals that could open. And this portal opens in your ceiling, and Gwen slow descends like she's on a web line and is upside down and comes down into your room, but is still connected through the portal.
Cool.
She's like, Oh, good.
Hey, girl.
I found you. She doesn't see Cecil. She's like,
Yeah.
like between the two of you facing you. She's
Yeah.
like, what are you wearing?
Hey, don't worry about that. And he's just gonna like, so it's so small and like front loaded that he's like had to roll his shoulders, and he just like, in his ability to stand up straight, has just ripped it into 3 discrete pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And now it just has
Yes.
sleeves and the middle just drops off. Hey, Gwen, don't worry about that.
Are you trying to provoke a particular reaction from her?
No,
No? Okay.
no.
All right.
Hey,
Uh,
how you doing?
I mumble. I don't know why you would have body issues.
oh, okay. And she like spins around on her line, like does a tumble. Is still attached. Is like perfectly balanced.
Cecil, Gwen, Cecil.
Okay, this is a friend of yours,
Gwen.
Miles?
Yep, he's I wouldn't say spider because the tentacles, but yeah, we're all just gonna
Well,
be in my house right now, aren't we? Cool.
I'm a
cool,
spider
cool.
octopus.
My mom says I can't have girls in my room.
Well, I haven't touched the floor yet.
I will accept that.
So
Well,
anyway,
space is a metaphysical construct, but
oh boy.
hi,
This
I'm
guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, he's one of those.
I have to give you this. I forgot to put this in with the baggie. Don't eat that. It's drugs, and it seems like it's stretching across multiverse. So we need to keep an eye out for that. And if you see anybody who's pushing it, that's a like triple bad issue.
Okay.
That was
Are
sounded
you-
better in my head.
No, it's okay. It sounded pretty. It was fine. You're
Okay,
fine.
so this is like the police report that I could steal for that. So
Oh, thank you.
I gotta go, and then
Yeah, bye.
like-
You look great. It's nice to see you.
okay.
Hello.
Now I want to pierce the mask.
all right.
6 plus 2 is 8.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'll only get one question. How could I gain influence? Well, I already have
You already
influence
have
over
it.
you.
Yeah.
Damn it. What do you intend to do towards Gwanda?
Gwanda.
No, that's Gwen, and
That's
Gwanda
It's
Yes.
is a different.
completely different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
different person.
Gwen. Yes. Towards Gwen. Yeah.
I think Miles hopes that like in the future when they're adult superheroes, he can figure out a way to like be able to dimension hop so they can like fight crime together.
Mm.
And yeah, he has a crush, but he's like not worried about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he likes her, but
He's-
that's not
but he's
the most
chill
important thing.
about it.
Yeah, he's like not
Yeah.
trying to like be with her.
Yeah, plus she's like a
Yeah.
lot older than you.
She's like 4 months older, and
Yeah.
I had a growth spurt, so he was like trying to do the like, "Am I taller than you yet?"
Yeah.
Probably not yet.
Look how tall
Next
I
year.
am.
Yeah.
It was tough too because she was like upside down and in a dancer pose of like
Yeah.
trying to.
Yep. And the ballet
Yeah.
sheet, like the toe, they're so long, and it's hard to get a good.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. You just happen to rip your clothes open just right.
Hmm?
That's convenient. Are those
I'm wearing clothes underneath. Oh no, my
Are-
mom's gonna be so mad about this snuggie.
Yeah, that didn't fit you in the first place. Are those drugs? Let me take them and I'll analyze them.
What? Calm
Um,
down. She
you
gave
can
him
hear Miles. Who are you talking to in there?
It's a TikTok. I'm TikToking. Renegade.
Okay, well, hurry up and
Yeah.
TikTok.
Okay. Gotta get it right. You know, for the culture. Wait.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because your dimension is deeply uncool.
Yeah. It's deeply underwater. Okay, should I take the drugs and analyze them or not?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep the police report. And
Okay.
let's meet later today, not in my house.
Gotcha. All right, I'll tell the others. Keep your phone on you. Things are happening.
Yeah, okay.
Are you coming to the?
Bye.
Okay,
What?
bye.
Coming to the
Community service after school.
what? Oops.
Yeah. Okay. See, this is why you have a 4.65. And
It's fine. Sports lowers my GPA. It's a real Abrea problem.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, bye. Renegade. He just like jams his phone in his pocket and walks back out.
Bria, I love you so much.
I love you.
That was good. I'm glad we got to do this. All right. So, anything everyone needs to cover before we go to field trip? Not really a field trip. Community service.
No. Except for trying to fight a tall boy monster.
Yeah, you know what, Tasty Karma and chat, I couldn't agree more. Gonna fanboy bit. I don't know that Miles himself could play Miles better than Quiddy. I'll die on this hill. Yeah, 100%.
Guys.
With you on that one. So, if there's nothing pre-community service and everyone's gonna go to community service, let's skip ahead to that. At the schoolyard, there are lots of activities going on. You can help out with, kids playing. There's like basketball, there's ping pong table, there's writing exercises, like kids trying to catch up on homework, math lab, all that kind of stuff. And there are lots of ways you can participate in this and help out. And mostly the kids are excited that big kids are here to come and help out, so they just look at you with like wide eyes, because these are like 2nd to 6th graders, and some of the 6th graders are too cool for this, but the others are all like just thrilled that you're here to help them out with stuff. And in the course of the day, or the afternoon, let's see. I think, Cecil, you're here. You have actually seen the substance in person. And you are, you're like with the math kids, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you're in a classroom and some of the windows look out onto the playground and, other parts of the school. And you're in there sort of walking around helping different kids with their worksheets, the stuff that they're working on. It's all pretty basic math. But you look outside and see these kids over by the fence. There's like a chain link fence between the playground and the sidewalk on the other side, just public street. And you can see, as the the sun's getting a little bit lower, and you can see a little bit of a pink glow in the weedy grass at the base of the chain link fence that like 3th, 5th, or 6th graders have gathered around or looking at, and like they pick up a little like glowing baggie from the grass. What do you do?
I'm gonna run over there.
Okay, so you go running out of the math room and across the sport court.
Sport court.
Oh my god, that sent me.
Hey, what are you kids looking at?
What? Nothing?
I know what I saw. I totally saw it. Hand it over.
What? No, I don't have anything.
I saw you pick up the thing out of the grass. Now,
Whatever.
hand
You're
it
not my
over.
Kids
teacher.
love being talked to like this, by the way.
Yeah. What? You're not my teacher.
I could be your teacher.
Miss Hastings, this kid's bullying me.
Oof.
I am not
And,
bullying you. How dare you?
This
Shut up.
teacher is coming over and trying to get your attention, Cecil.
No, you don't understand. These kids have drugs from this dimension that they're hiding. They're hiding drugs, and I was trying to get the drugs. I was trying to get them to give me the drug.
Who all is volunteering in the sport court?
I'm probably over in the sport court.
Okay.
The sport
Am I
court.
there?
That's up to you, Miles. Did you want to come like help out with the kids?
Heck yeah. And I just want to brag and be like, this was my locker. Like, he thinks he's the god of the school.
Uh-huh.
Like, back when I was here.
Cool. Who are you?
3 years ago.
In the long ago times.
It's all used to be sport court.
Where is Peter in all this?
I think Peter's doing probably like if there's like a science component, he's probably like doing like basic like science, like, oh look, I poured these 2 chemicals and this turned blue, or this is like, oh look at that.
Yeah,
kind of
they're doing volcano models.
Yeah.
Okay, and Preston?
I think Preston is walking around with a clipboard, making sure everything's going according to plan, making sure everything's where it's supposed to be, and chugging his 3rd or 4th monster for the last hour and a half.
Yep.
So he's still living a good life, you know. He's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh boy. Okay, that's very good. All right. So everyone who's outside is going to see this right away. Although I think even in the science lab, and Peter with your
my literal spider senses.
Yes, your super senses. You can hear this sort of escalating argument outside, and you can tell Cecil, the teacher, Mrs. Hastings, is really trying to diffuse the situation without turning it into something in front of the elementary kids. And she says, young man, I think we should go talk to your principal and just
No, I need the drugs. I mean, that's not what I mean. I mean, I need to get the drugs from them. This is all going poorly.
Okay.
I only had 3 hours of sleep, and
Cecil, I need you to roll provoke someone with a disadvantage.
I earned this. It's still not bad. 7. Now I roll really well. A 5, a 4, and a 3. 7 plus 2 is 9.
Okay. Yeah.
I just barely got there.
Can I assist by coming over the clipboard to see what's going on?
Oh, maybe. You said you had a 9?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, we can spend a team on that.
Yeah. Because it's superior.
Yeah,
right? Superior is plus 2. Yeah.
Give me more of what it is you're doing with this clipboard. Come here. You can see the teacher is looking dubious and is concerned that there's maybe a drug issue, but it's also concerned of like, why are you accusing my students of
So I've been just kind of walking around, making sure everything's going smoothly, and of course I see this happen. I'm like, of course it's Cecil. So I'm gonna rock over and kind of almost be the manager in this moment. Like, is everything okay over here? What's going on? How can I help?
Does Preston come pretty much every week?
More or less, probably. I mean, at least until his community service hours are done, and then he's gonna punch that clock and get the back out.
Yeah,
but
I think the help is at least one of these kids is like, oh my gosh, Preston, yes, and they like grab onto your arm and are like hugging your whole arm, and they're obviously really stressed out about dealing with Cecil, and but this moment, like Miss Hastings kind of comes around and says, "Okay, young man," to Cecil,
Yes.
tell me succinctly what it is you think you saw.
I'm sorry. I thought that I saw these kids find a baggie of drugs on the ground and pick it up. And I was trying to get them to give it to me so that we could turn it in and figure out who left it here. I don't think they took the drugs and or brought the drugs, and I didn't mean to imply that I need the drugs. I That's as succinct as I can get. I'm really bad at succinct.
Okay. Preston, did you see any of this happen?
No, I just saw what happened when things, got a little heated. Remember, guys, when we had that great presentation by Cosmo the Crime Dog, what do we do when we find something suspicious on the ground?
We give it to a teacher.
Mm-hmm. So,
Cosmo's
I know.
a cop.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Yeah. So that's what you guys were gonna do, right? Like, I know Cecil isn't technically a teacher, but he is someone you can trust.
Okay.
And the right thing would have been to,
Can I come over at this point, please?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. And I think he's gonna slide up, having heard a bit of Preston speaking down to a bunch of students like they're dumb. He's gonna go, "Yep, found a thing, didn't you? Hey, Mrs. Hastings, are they in trouble?
No.
Okay, we're gonna go play dodgeball, and you guys can have this conversation not around them. Cool? We're gonna play dodgeball. It's everyone against me, and I'm very good. Reflexes." And he's just gonna turn and sprint and try to lead the kids away, because this is not a conversation for them, and like is real stressful.
Mm-hmm. Yep. As they go, it's not clear which of the three kids drops it, but the baggie drops to the ground as they go running to play dodgeball. And Miss Hastings is like, "Oh, well, okay," and like goes to pick it up and is like kind of hiding it from the I mean, you can see it, but she's like, "Hey, everybody, look at this baggie of drugs." But like calls over one of her fellow teachers, and they have to like go through the process of like reporting this, and there's a like whole like social services process to get in touch with, and because they found drugs at school. So we had mentioned last time that we have fixed a lot of the well, I should say police work differently in our world here in that they are not called for this. So a social services expert is called to campus to look into this and see what happened. And they do want to take a brief statement from Cecil, but it's pretty clear that they're not paying a lot of attention to what Cecil has to say. So that's they get that information, and then they take the drugs with them off. I mean, they put it in they don't like take the drugs. It's like,
see, it's not so easy to explain,
like
is it?
Snort nerds.
I snorted marijuana once, and I've never been the same. Yeah.
I would hope not.
I don't think that's the right way to do it.
Snorted vodka. I wish I had more of a cautionary tale. It was effective.
I had some friends who snorted Kool-Aid, like dry Kool-Aid.
Uh-huh.
Ew.
Yeah, I had friends.
Yeah, it didn't turn out well.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No.
So anyway, the issue now is that this glow-in-the-dark drugs is on its way somewhere, and what do you want to do?
Cecil, what was this about? We talked about this. You can't upset the kids.
I'm sorry. This is why I should not be around children. This is the hardest 0.1% of a grade I have ever earned in my life. Um, there's interdimensional drugs. That's what Gwen brought Miles earlier that I mentioned in the text, but we didn't get a chance to talk about yet. There's interdimensional drugs, and those kids found some of it, and now the teachers have it, and hopefully they don't take it. What?
Well, I just, you know, I don't know if you've heard the term subtlety, but like I could hear, like from a science room, I could hear you scream at children, put down the drugs, put down the drugs. Like, I'm gonna call the cops. Like you were making a scene.
I'm not equipped to handle children. They're usually kind of dumb, and
Okay.
But you could have texted any one of us and said something, and then one of us who could have handled it.
well, Preston came over and talked on their level, and then things were better. And then Miles came over and played with them, and I was able to talk to an actual adult in a clear way and make my point.
And now they have the interdimensional drugs, which I want to get back to. I feel like you're burying the lead there. What do you mean interdimensional drugs? And what do you mean Gwen?
I just looked to Miles, like, how much can we tell them? Like,
Oh, Miles is in the middle of like he's just using all of his spider abilities to avoid getting hit by like 42
so
dodgeballs.
Mhm.
He's having a very good
so,
time.
Um,
At some point, he'll trip
okay.
over his shoelace
So-
and then just get destroyed.
yes. So Gwen, who's one of the spider people from last year that
Yeah,
Miles first met.
I'm familiar with Gwen. My dad was one of those spider people.
Oh, right. Okay. So she came into this dimension, gave Ginky some of these interdimensional drugs, and told him to get them to Miles. So I took them to Miles, and then she showed up again and gave a police report. And so I have the drugs back at in my backpack, so that I can go analyze them tonight. And
Where are
and
you going to analyze
Miles,
them?
well, I'll probably just like break into the chemistry lab. I do it all the time.
I'm maybe I should do it because I have a very complex laboratory at home. I don't think we should bring the drugs to school.
Or to an elementary school.
What? Well, nobody was gonna find them. I didn't think the subject would come up. Okay, so
So we're having this conversation on the playground at the elementary school, right?
yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming privacy. You're all smart enough to tell this teacher standing behind you, like that's not what's about to happen. But as you're kind of over by the chain link fence, so you could have this conversation semi-privately. Anya, are you there having this conversation too? Just sort of.
I am, but I'm kind of just looking around, making sure no kids are coming by, no teachers, and if kids are coming up, I'm deflecting them to other activities.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, there are dodgeballs at Miles.
Yeah, I mean, dodgeball has become very popular because now everyone wants, like, it's the challenge to try and hit Miles, and like everyone's having a great time. There's like literally 40 kids and Miles. So, but that's actually like the teachers are grateful because the like social worker had to come in and you know do like have some tough questions and like deal with the situation. And so it was good that most of these kids have something really fun to do. But the four of you talking over by the fence, you see it and then hear a gout of flame, like kind of like if you know, like if you knock a fire hydrant off and the water goes shooting up in that kind of shape. It's not continuous like that, but there is this jet of flame straight up like a block over, and you could still see it, and then you hear some of the like whooshing roar of it, and then a lot of the running and the screaming and the car honking and the of the, you know, minor car accident, of all of that stuff happening. And I think that's probably a good place to wind down for today. Let's do. We have our end of session moves to do, and I know we also have an announcement to do. Does the announcement come after end of session moves or before?
It's up to you. It will require showing my screen.
I actually don't think it'll be too much of a problem because we don't have like name tags and stuff set up. So
okay, all right.
We can
yeah. So and we'll do it kind of quick, and we can describe it for people who will only be listening to audio. But
let's go ahead and do end of session moves while we're in our spider feels, and then we'll do your announcement after that.
Okay.
Cool. So everyone stay tuned. We're
so
not
if
done
you're
yet.
if you're in the chats and you're watching on video, too, stick around because it's pretty amazing.
End of session, everyone's going to decide whether they grew closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team. And Miles, you should decide too. You get to be here for half of it, so don't feel left out. Does anybody know which one they want to pick right away?
Oh,
That's a tough one.
Kind of just by process of elimination. I don't think I grew close to the team or away from the team, so really just into my own image of myself. And I think I'm going to justify that with today was not Preston's day, but it didn't kill him.
Oh, okay, yes.
Like everything that could go wrong did go wrong. It was completely imperfect and terrible, but he got through it, and that's something he wasn't sure he'd be able to do. So I think that's where I'm going to go. Like it's okay to not be perfect. So I'm gonna go with that. And for that, I'm going to lower my superior and raise my mundane.
Okay, very good. How about, well, we'll just go around. Eric, do you know what you want?
Yeah, I'll say I grew closer to the team because I got to, because we had a successful mission. We came back, we all showed up in school, and I think, trying to move suspicion away from Preston as Arachnid, and then working with everybody at the school today, or at the elementary school, made him feel like, I'm like we're all one single unit, and we all screw up. Like today, Cecil screwed up pretty badly, but we all screw up. So I will clear a condition. I no longer feel guilty.
Okay, all right, I like that. Bria?
I think Miles definitely grew into his own image of himself, just and like in a very silly way. I think it was this sort of like making a difference in small ways, like hanging out with his mom and like distracting a bunch of kids. Like this is like the stuff that actually like is restorative for him. Like all the big fights and stuff are one thing, but like I don't know, part of the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man part is like being active in the neighborhood. So he's gonna move. Let's go freak down. So I'm at a -2 to freak. And I guess superior. We'll move it up 1. I think he's becoming a little smarter.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Adam?
I think, oddly enough, I grew closer to the team, even though it was kind of a rough day. I feel like more of a part of everything. And especially with Miles, there was it in this weird way. There's this sort of like I know your crush, you know mine, kind of, and
Yo, respect.
and
Well,
yeah,
and I think
and
too,
it's
even in a situation where everyone is annoyed with Cecil for his decisions, their response was, "You need to do better, not f off."
Yeah.
right, exactly, yeah, and I think that actually meant a lot, and in kind of a weird way, but also for me it was kind of a process of elimination too. I didn't really feel like I grew into my image of myself or grew away from the team, but there was a weird sort of like I felt more a part of the team, like even though it meant me bringing myself down to your level, I still felt
boy.
more like an equal.
Okay.
I love this character
All
so
right.
much. It's ridiculous.
What are you moving?
But I'm gonna. So, I'm gonna give influence to Miles, who already has it over me. So Miles gets to move my my things, and I'm gonna clear my insecure that I had, because it doesn't really matter as much that Dr. Van Dyne hates me now.
Okay.
Because I have some other, So anything can go anywhere, up or
Sweet.
down.
I'm gonna move your. I'm gonna move your freak down and your. Let's go danger up, because you revealed abs,
Ooh.
and those are dangerous.
Mhm. True story.
That's right.
Okay.
I don't think it's funny. Like I get so little potential on this character, but I don't think I've ever had a character whose stats have shifted more wildly than this one's has. It's really kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, but that's another story.
Michelle, how are you doing?
I think also process of elimination. I think grew into my own image of myself because of how she handled interacting with Riri, and now she's got some school cred, and she's just kind of been, I don't know, herself right now. So I think I'm going to up my superior, but I'm going to lower my freak.
Okay. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
That makes sense. Excellent. Blue Troller, the teenage struggle flashbacks were fun. That was
right. Yeah.
I've always said I really enjoy running masks for adults, and particularly for teachers or people who work with kids, because it's really great to see the lens of having been a kid and playing a kid again, and trying to interpret that. I mean, kids have fun with masks too, but it's really fun seeing adults play masks.
Right.
And I think that's our whole. That's all of our end of moves, right? So I think we're ready for Adam's announcement.
Yay! Okay. Announcement. Okay, and do I have screen share?
You do. I turned it on.
Allowability. Okay, cool. Okay, so I wanted to announce this because I didn't expect that it would be so soon. I thought it was going to be several weeks. But Blue Troller in the chat, Minerva, is amazing, and last week I commissioned Minerva to create a panel page of our characters, and she rocked it out of the park. And I'm going to share it now because it's freaking amazing.
Oh, I'm so glad we're doing this online.
Yeah.
See this
That's
for the
why
first time.
I was. Yeah. So yeah, nobody else in the group has seen this. This is all like
I didn't even know this
Minerva
existed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
Minerva and I kept secret. So Joey accidentally got a little bit of a spoiler, but has not seen anything close to the final product yet. So I'm going to share it now.
Okay.
Oh my God!
What? What?
That
It
is
looks so
So
good.
good.
cool.
That's ridiculous.
Amazing. Holy.
Right?
I love that so much.
I'm angry.
you're-
It's so good.
Oh my god,
Right?
that is so cool.
and
Oh.
I'm
So
not
good.
kidding, I'm actually.
I was like, okay, here's kind of what I want, and I was like, here's some sort of like some layout suggestions or possibilities of something that it might be cool, but you like go wild with it, like whatever. I just want to see like all their faces and then like a splash of the team in action in their super suits. And but you know, because most of us have our faces covered, the characters that their faces aren't revealed, so so I wanted that, you know, to see both of them, and she just
It's so
just
good.
fucking nailed
I
it.
love it
Oh,
so
This is
much.
yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I can't handle this. This is too good.
Yeah.
First
Right?
off, how
so
dare you?
much. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Minerva.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right?
It's amazing.
It just yeah, she's she sent me
Okay.
yeah, last night she sent me a near final, and she's like, okay, I'm just gonna like, you know, take another look at it tomorrow morning, just some fresh eyes, but let me know if you want to. I'm like, ah.
That
And
is
the sky-
incredible.
Perfect.
And everyone's
know, right?
suits are awesome. And
Yes.
Right?
I
Yeah.
just want Anya's arms and
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally
I know,
want
right?
Anya's
Yeah.
arms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
goals.
And yeah.
Oh, it's so
I just-
good.
yeah. I was just like, this is exactly what I wanted. It's so good.
All right.
So yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna also I'm gonna have prints made for each of you. But yeah. And we don't really have a way to post this or anything. But yeah. I think Minerva will probably post it on Instagram or something soon,
Yeah,
maybe,
and we
or
can
Twitter.
tweet it out and all that stuff. That's
yeah,
that's
and we
awesome.
we can tweet it out. I'll send you the smaller res version so you can show it out. But yeah, but that's my gift to you, because this game has been so
that's
freaking
so
amazing.
sweet. Thank you.
Yeah,
I-
Adam,
thank
and
you
thank
so
you, Minerva.
much. Oh my
Amazing.
gosh.
Yes, thank
Oh
you,
my
Minerva.
God.
You're
That's
so
incredible.
good.
You're so,
It's so
good.
good. I'm so
Ah!
It's
upset.
really
Oh.
Oh
amazing.
my gosh.
Right?
That is
yeah.
just awesome. And yeah, folks, if you're just listening in, then it's there's just this great panel of like Miles thwipping in the front with Arachnid behind him, and then Anya right behind, and Superior Spider Octopus sneaking in right next to a man spider, and it's just this like
Fresh
great
tentacles.
action pose, and then a split at the top of all 5 faces in close up, and it's just
Yeah.
very, very cool.
Yo, man spider's face with like the Peter and the man. Ugh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Yeah.
good.
I know, right?
So
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So good.
Phenomenal.
It just
Really good.
has been making me so happy seeing every step along the way all week long, and yeah.
Just the detail.
And
is
originally it was
amazing.
right? Yeah. Originally she was like, well, it's probably gonna be a couple weeks, and you know, and then she just like yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's like the
okay.
PS4 Spider-Man game, Spider outfit.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm sorry, I can like geek out
Yeah.
about this
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway, so that's it. I'll send you guys the mid-res version of it, and yeah,
Yeah,
Prince-
thank you so
Prince
much
will
for
be
doing
coming,
that. Thank
so,
you, Minerva, Blue
Thank
Troller in the
you.
chat.
Oh
Bless
my
you.
gosh.
With us
So
here.
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah,
Just really awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. And
And,
thank you all of you for making this
yeah.
game so fun. We're not done. This is just, a really
Yeah.
fun thing. So
Yeah.
we're just done for today, and we'll be back
Right.
next week, I believe. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank you, everyone, joining us in the chat today. Thank you for that raid earlier. That was awesome. I don't know how many of you stuck with us, but really loved seeing that. And just thank you to all of you. We should go around and say our goodbyes. Where can we find you, and what are you working on? Michelle?
You can find me on the socials at Michulu. That's Michulhu. Usually just Twitter, but sometimes Instagram. You can also find my music through Plate Mail Games, or on through Drive-Thru RPG or on Battle Bards. You can also listen to me or watch our new stream. Of 12-sided stories. We just started the story of Heliotrope that we just started streaming last night, and it was super fun. And I will let Quiddy say more about that later.
Joey?
Hey guys, I'm Joey. You can find me on Twitter at Joey Nestra, also on Facebook at the same thing because that's my name. You can catch me every other Sunday, including tomorrow, on Happy Jack's RPG podcast at 4 p.m. for our Glittering Night Vampire FIB game, where I get to be a Toreador LA playboy / fuckboy. And it's just great. It's super fun. We might be planning a coup. Who knows? You can also catch me tonight on YouTube. If you go to Facebook and go to my page or to Alchemy Theater's page, we are doing part 2 of Angels in America, Perestroika, a live Zoom reading. So much fun. Last night was the first part. It was a great experience, fantastic production. I'm not just saying that because I'm in it and producing it. It was really, really good. Very, very proud. But yeah, check us out 7 o'clock tonight. Short Q&A session after if you're interested, and hope to see you all there.
Awesome. Eric?
Hi, everybody. My name's Eric. You can find me at mostly Eric, most places like Twitch and Instagram and Twitter and all that place. And you can catch me tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the brand new season of New Pantheon, our Demigods actual play, with myself, Bria Iyengar, and a bunch of other people. We play this really weird system invented by some just absolute tool.
Yeah.
What a hack.
Never heard of it. I can never remember the name of it.
Yeah.
No, that's not it.
Semi-mods.
Semi-mods.
Yeah.
Semi-mods. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a different thing.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I
it's
think they're on
gummy
Twitter
dogs.
as
Gummy dogs.
It's definitely all right.
Yeah. Pitter patter. Let's get going.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah. No. I believe what you're looking for is Demigods, a PBTA game from Jason
That's
Mills.
okay. Dork Lord
It's
Canada
probably
loves
okay.
me and has put it in the chat.
Aw. He's out
Thank
there
you,
doing
Dork
the
Lord
Lord's
Canada.
Bria, what are you up
Work. Love
to?
you, Brent.
Oh my god.
Sweet. Hi. You can catch me on social media at Quiddy, Quiddie. And today you can catch me at 3 p.m. over at the D&D Block Party on the Venture Maidens channel. I'll be playing in TK Johnson's Twisted Roots game, and later on tonight over at, I think it's Draconic's Twitch channel, playing Visigoths versus Molgoths. And both of those streams are charity streams. We're raising money for the Trevor project. So yeah, we're already like smashing a ton of goals before any of the games start. So go check those out and lend your support. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be running the one-shot lead into season 3 of Demigods called Attack and Dethrone God. It will be a very silly, very, very fun game. And on Mondays, you can catch me over on twitch.tv/D&D playing Lost Mine of Fandelver. We're playing like the intro module as level 1 characters, and I have died twice, so it's going really well. Now that we're level 2, maybe I won't die as often, but don't hold your
You have
breath.
so many more hit points now.
Yeah, right. I have like 4 more hit points.
Twice as many.
There you go. And then on Tuesday, tune in to Saving Throw Show for the finale of season 3 of Pirates of Salt Bay, where they are actually going to attempt to attack and dethrone God and face off against Adal, and we'll see what happens.
I have to hurry up and I have to get caught up this weekend. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited because everyone's like, is this the series finale or the season finale? And the answer is, I don't know if they're going to live through it, and you can't have a season.
It's all up
they're
to
all
us.
dead. And
Oh,
I can't
boy.
overstate how much like I am going to attempt to kill the party. So you're going to want to be there and help them.
Love it. I heard, Bria, that you have overcome the need for sleep, and that's just not a thing you have to do anymore.
I don't know her.
Yeah.
It's fine.
She just has to not move for a couple of hours.
Exactly. And then Fridays we're starting up Heliotrope. It's an hack the planet campaign. We are doing a cool thing where we're going to play the stream on Twitch, so twitch.tv/12sided stories, and then the podcast version of it will be altered. So it's not going to change the story. It's going to change how the story is presented to you as we talk about like propaganda and spin over time. In power.
That's
So
very exciting.
if you are interested in seeing how that goes down, also go and pick up 12-sided stories wherever you get your podcast from.
Cool. Adam?
Hi, I am Adam at Hoobuk, HOOBUK on Twitter and Instagram. Mostly pictures of my cats and my art, which I have a bunch of new paintings in the works, and that's kind of what I've been focusing on lately. I have to watch everything Abria's in, so I can only be in games when Abria's not. So I'm not in any other games right now because Abria's online 24/7. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not just not doing a lot of streaming right now because I'm refocusing on some art and work and all that. But just want to say thank you again to Blue Troller in the forums, Minerva, for making that amazing commission. So glad we got to share it with everybody today. Anyway, that's it.
Okay, I'm Jason. You can find me at It's Probably Okay on Twitter and Twitch. It's taken on Instagram, and I've been trying to get it for years, and I can't. So, so I have some dumb name there that I can't even remember what it is. But I stream here on the It's Probably Okay channel Fridays and Saturdays so far. Fridays is Friday Fly Day with Sam DeLev, and Saturday mornings is this. You're here. You know what I do Saturday mornings. Every other Sunday, opposite Joey's game at Happy Jack's RPG, I'm running a Dungeon World campaign that just has 2 episodes left, and I should say Dungeon World-ish. It's loosely affiliated with the SRD, the free online resource there. And then the Monday show I was in is wrapped up. We're starting a Wednesday game, which I'm not allowed to say too much about, but Wednesday in July we start, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Also at Happy Jack's RPG. And as was alluded to very subtly earlier on, I created a game called Demigods. You can find it at demigodspbta.com. Thank you also to Dorklord Canada, our moderator in the chat, actively putting all of our links in there for us and just doing an all-around amazing job of taking care of our chat for us. So thank you very much for that. And if we'd love it if you join us next week. This is Return to the Spiderverse, episode 9. Yeah, episode 9. And what did I title it? It was something awfully clever.
I don't think you told us.
Miles to Go?
Yeah, Miles to Go.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so happy.
And I think that's it for this week. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.